Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, it's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip that ball. Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got it. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Turn it right.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down and 3. Out of the gun, McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. And quickly finding Rager. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Washington first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. But you have to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
McDonald's.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
From the gun, it's McDonald. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Complete.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, McDonald. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
To Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 14. Eagles 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. Flush to his right. Open man is Arcega right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Extra score, Eagles 17, Washington 14. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
10-yard loss second down.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Alan Lazard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes this Washington 21. Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from second to third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitz.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And then with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
And the Washington 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. A good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's McDonald. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, it led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They go play action with McDonald. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, McDonald over the middle. It's Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes this Washington 31, Eagles 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Arthega-Whiteside. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem